So, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and girls, nerds, weeds, and otaku, welcome back and welcome home.
Well, hello there, Applebites. This is your Applebite Writ Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. And today we have a plethora of people. Yeah, one, two, and Jesse left already. So
yeah, no, he's like, I'm done. Also, me and Jesse have the same chair. Check this out.
Oh, wow, it is. It's totally the same chair.
Shout out to Staples. Shout out to Staples for this chair.
It's a good chair.
Bro, we got the same chair. Yeah, check it out.
Right away, we got John Westhoff giving us the love. And Tate.
Hey.
Hello, peoples.
Yes, peoples. Welcome to the show. Today we have our friend Jesse, and of course, Matta is feeling better.
Better-ish. I'm alive, so that's always a plus. That's as good as it gets right now.
I do want to send our condolences out to Frank DeStefano. His father died.
Oh my goodness.
And we're sending much love and prayers his way. Frank is a big guy of the show, so just had to say something.
Frank is a local legend.
Yeah. Better is good.
Gooder is better.
Gooder is better?
Yes.
All right, so Jess, you know what? Let's start the show off by you giving the spiel. Tell everybody all the beautiful stuff about your beautiful book over here, and we'll go from there.
Awesome.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. So I'm Jesse Judy. I am the publisher of Arcpunk Comics and the creator of Ashes of Eden, which is a post-apocalyptic journey through a comic book into a world, into a proposed reset of humanity, if you will. So this is it. We're launching our first Kickstarter. We're actually moving into our last week of the campaign tonight. And we've been having a lot of fun with it, getting people a lot of books and Halon crystals and a lot of really cool things that we have not seen people do in indie comics before. And we're really excited to bring it to the table.
Dude, I gotta say the colors alone. I've been watching your colors as I've been putting the promos and putting things together. And what made you go with this? Because it's not your normal set of coloring, or it has just this distinct pop to it.
I love
it. Thank you. I as a lot of us, I grew up in the 80s and early 90s, and neon was everywhere. Like neon is how you sold things. And it did something to my brain where when I see that, I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
And like video games like Mega Man, which is a huge influence on my voice as a storyteller and kind of the aesthetic I lean to. And just like the cyans and the magentas. And yeah, I wanted it to be colorful, even though it was in like a post-apocalyptic world.
It works really well. It sets the tone really well. It's such a good part of the storytelling also.
Yeah.
Like it works.
Hell yes.
Yeah, and I'm tired of all the post-apocalyptic dark stuff.
Sand and more sand and dirt and smoke. Like it doesn't have to be that.
If Dune had rainbows.
Ooh, that's also a good pitch.
I like that. If Dune had
That's our new logline.
I mean, you can sell me on a rainbow. Like, slap rainbow on
Right.
anything, and I'm like, oh, shiny.
Right.
Definitely shiny. These covers are beautiful.
Thank you. That's the original cover that it was when it ran as a webcomic. So we ran as a web for 3 years. Yeah, and now it's in 28
How has it been running webcomic? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I need to know because I started in webcomics and like I have some very strong opinions. So I would love to hear like how your experience has been.
So I huge shout out to my mentor Tyler James, who runs the Comics Launch community.
You're part of Comic Launch too? So am I.
Yeah. So
our paths have never crossed.
Are you?
Yeah. I've been there since 2020.
Oh, that's exactly when I joined. That's amazing.
The pandemic, it got us all. The pandemic and that sweet the unemployment checks. We're just like, all right, I'm gonna invest in myself.
Tyler got mine, that's for sure.
Yep.
I love it.
That's so strange, and we've never heard of each other. That's
wild. Oh my gosh.
That's an episode of so that's what that is.
So studying with that group and with Tyler as a mentor and just his vast knowledge of marketing and like it's really like an approach to selling your book, but not just that. It's like a 101 and a 201 and a 301 in like digital business building.
Yep. Which is something
really
that
is.
We never considered. Like I would have never thought of doing a mailing list if not for them, because I'm like, who wants my spammy emails? And then it's like, oh well, now I have like 630 people on that list. I guess 630 people want my spam. Okay, cool.
It's funny though, especially when it comes to mailing lists, because everybody like kind of tells you to shy away from it, but writers have been doing mailing lists for ages, and it's a really great tool for them. When they're putting their books out and everything. So it always bugs me out when somebody goes, "Don't do a mailing list," and I'm like,
"Oh, you're just bothering people with spam. Nobody reads those."
But one of the beautiful things about the Comics Launch is like he kind of helps you reframe your mindset around that. Of like the right people will see value in it.
Yep.
And that's where I leaned into that so hard, and it might have been a little bit of like ignorance is bliss. Because I didn't I ran a film company before the pandemic with some of my dearest friends who now also work alongside the publishing company that we're doing, and we never did a mailing list for the film production company. So I was a little like ignorance is bliss. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna lean into this concept that like the right people will find it, and I literally use that. That opt-in system that he teaches us, like how to onboard people with like your best free thing, which for me was issue 1 of this comic. And that's literally how I ran it as a webcomic for 3 years. It was like my digital opt-in.
So you didn't have like a dedicated hosting site or anything, or like
we do at arcpunkcomics.com/Ashes of Eden. There it is.
Nice. Yeah. That's the way to do it, though. It's your own site.
Yeah, exactly. So it lives on there. It's not on there right now, just because we're running the campaign and trying to
get sense.
Yeah.
So right now, folks, don't come here for free. Go pay for it.
Yeah, buy the thing, man. There's so much work behind these comics. Like we should all be making a lot more money than we're making right now. Definitely.
You said it.
Definitely.
God, yeah.
But yeah, it's a labor of love, but like leaning into that concept of, you just at some point you got to stop doing the thing you hate and do the thing you love, and the right people it's going to resonate with the right people. And this is just a testament. This is like I see my input and my input, my blood, sweat, and love and tears went into this thing for over 4 years. But like this is the result of people loving, like finding the people that would love this thing.
And also like the passion is definitely there, because like the art is solid, like the panel layouts are solid, like you made sure to like really get everything together and make it like the best possible product you can, instead of just like, all right, let me just hire this guy on Fiverr to do this and do that, and like I'll do my own lettering even though it's not that great or whatever. And it's like you know, like you made sure you had something that was like a top quality product.
Thank you. And it took some time to do that, but hopefully that means the next few issues will be faster. You know?
Yeah, it's a learning process.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
Yeah. People think that once you learn everything, you learn everything, but no. I've noticed when it comes to Kickstarters, to comic books, to all this stuff, you're constantly learning something.
I mean, also when you're talking about a platform like Kickstarter, they're always changing because like every few months when I run a campaign, it's like they're adding new features, and sometimes the features aren't that great, or like they don't work the way that you're used to them working. Like how they have the late pledges feature. Like now
That's new.
we found out, yeah, it's new, but we found out that there's a conflict with BackerKit, which a lot of people use to fulfill like the campaign stuff behind the scenes, and like importing late pledge backers into there makes it complicated. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't do that for my last campaign. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do BackerKit and call it a day because I have no idea how the late pledges work. And then I think Tyler talked about it like a couple of days ago, like how it's been going for him, and other people have been posting about it, and like it seemed like a cool feature, but I think a lot of people are like having regrets about it.
Yeah.
Just for the integration.
I think you can only
also
do it with
there's
rewards too. It can't be your whole campaign. It's something like there's limitations to it for sure.
Yeah, and also like Kickstarter's new surveys are kind of whack because like you have to get physical addresses for digital backers, and people like the whole point of backing digital is so you don't have to give a stranger your address.
Exactly.
So like yeah, they're always changing, sometimes not for the better. So every time you do a new campaign, you're like relearning the platform over again too.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like when we get new iPhones or new MacBooks, like they do new things. Kickstarter throws that at us too. It does.
Like here's some unhelpful new features. We'll get it right in a couple of years, but you're gonna have to deal for now.
Right. They're like relying heavily on feedback.
Yeah.
Your little guy here is cute.
Adorable.
Oh, he's like the chibi version of the main character. Yeah.
And this looks really great. Excellent. You got great tiers. You've actually, it looks like you've actually thought everything out.
Thank you. Again, that's a huge part to like my education through Comics Launch Pro. It's like they really equip us if you lean into the mindset and the thought process of it. And my God,
and consume all of the lessons and take notes. Like it's a whole thing. It was like I did not even do this much work in college. Like what is going on here?
It's a master's level worth of knowledge. It really is. Like you could walk away from Comics Launch and say, I have a master's degree worth of marketing knowledge now.
I mean, Tyler does. He's like Harvard Business School graduate, so yeah.
I love the fun con pictures.
Yeah, oh my God. Great. I love conventions. Yeah, we got to work with our dear friend Dwayne Cameron, the Mercury Ranger.
Nice.
He tabled with us and like brought some of his traffic our way, and hopefully we were able to do a little of that for him too. But he was such a blast to work with. I look forward to tabling with him again soon.
I gotta say, most of the Power Rangers tend to be nice people.
Yeah. Oh, I love a Ranger.
Oh man. Oh, you got. I like what you got. It's excellent. It looks good.
Oh, I didn't get to see the team. Tell us about the team. Who does what?
Oh yeah, the team. Oh my God.
That back. Hold on.
Yeah. I love these people with all my heart and soul. I don't like working with people who I can't fall in love with just a little bit. No, these are like dear friends for life. Elaine is my editor-in-chief. She's one of my oldest friends. We met day one of college, and like we haven't been able to get rid of each other.
Oh.
And that's a good thing. So I'm happy about that. Celeste Landa is our chief financial officer. She is very, very special to my heart. And she comes from the music industry and the dance industry and brings a lot of her expertise to like the financial side of art.
That's important.
That's also an interesting like intersection there of like having experience with like something completely unrelated, but still like having the experience that is like relevant to what you're doing.
Yes, and outside of those worlds, she runs a nonprofit with some other friends of ours called Nova, nurturing original voices in the arts is what it stands for.
Nice.
And it's a nonprofit in Jersey City that's starting to literally take artists and develop them from the ground up, which is
nice. That is very cool.
That's really important.
Yeah, that's a very valuable service because like a lot of artists don't know how to develop themselves.
No.
I say this as a self-taught artist who had no idea what I was doing for like 2 decades.
And then next is Brandon Martin, our chief marketing officer. Brandon's one of my oldest friends as well. We met on a film set years and years ago of another best friend of ours, Chris Dawson. And Brandon and I also haven't been able to get rid of each other since. And that's also a very good thing.
Yeah, it's always a good thing.
You'll love to hear it.
Most people don't stick with their friends for too long.
Right? Yeah, it's a small circle here, but it's a good circle.
It's a powerful circle.
It is, and he brings his marketing expertise. He markets. He works a lot in VR. He works a lot in tech marketing. I think he's the director of marketing also for like a sports marketing agency. So he kind of grew up to be real life Jim Halpert, which is fun. Mr. Toohey, Matthew Toohey, another bosom friend of mine. Who is our executive producer and sort of my assistant creative director. And that kind of just rounds it out to like spirit brother and confidant, making sure that like I'm making the right decisions.
You need to have one of those.
Those are important.
Yep. Very underrated service.
For sure. Yeah, and Tui also runs a creative agency as well, where I play that role for him. So it's a little Venn diagram-y.
That's the way to do it. I do it for you, you do it for me.
Keep each other in check. It works.
Yeah. And never ever did the gods forge a better accountability partner than Matthew Tui. So
wonderful.
I'm blessed for that. And then Ori Markson is none other than my brother, who's also one of Arceology Comics' producers and writers. Yeah.
So you do all of the artwork
and, he brings,
on your own?
Yeah, for Ashes of Eden, I'm the writer and the illustrator. Yeah.
Oh wow, you should have led with that.
For other properties. Oh. I wrote it, I illustrated it, I created it, I colored it, I lettered it. I did all the things. The only other name in the book is Elaine because she had to edit it. Thank you. But other titles we have in the future, Ori's name will be on there as writer because he has a big library of scripts coming our way too. The characters. Here we go. This is Ash. This is everyone's favorite scrappy archaeologist. We call him a thief. We call him a terra diver. Really, what he is he's an illegal archaeologist. He's not sanctioned by the government of this world. They kind of have a strong hold on like who's allowed to dig for these crystals. You know, he doesn't care. He's going to go find them anyway.
I love that attitude.
I'm doing this
because the crystal, right? Exactly, and you know, for their way of life, it keeps their lights on, it keeps their town fed, it keeps their town warm. So somebody has to do it. Is the way he looks at it. Yeah. So he's kind of the hero that starts us off as like the window into this world. And that only lasts for maybe, you know, the first couple of issues. He starts to share that window pretty quickly.
How many issues do you have planned for this series?
I have 20 written so far.
Wow.
20
Oh, wow.
issues.
But how long do you think it will go on for? Is it one of those things where it just goes on for as long as you think it will, or do you have like an ending in mind?
I would love to One Piece this thing, but we're
That's a high bar to live up
That's
to.
a really high
Yeah.
bar.
It's a very high bar, and I can't, like Oda, like no one can do that but him. We have 20 planned with a pretty clean end for volume 1, and there are 2 other volumes after that outlined that like tie everything together eventually. So we're looking at maybe what's 20 times 3, or we're like 60, maybe like give or take 5. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Nice
Here's the
long
question.
series.
Here's the question for you, because I can feel the you can feel the feeling in it as well. So are you looking to go animated?
Good question. That is the goal. This was
That's what I
originally
thought. Okay, because you can feel it in the piece. Yeah.
awesome. That makes me happy. Yeah, I've always wanted to make anime my whole life. I just need to learn how to make it move. But one of the things I'm learning from putting out this first issue is the importance of like we just highlighted that gorgeous team there. We're about to start adding to that, to start taking some of my hats off of like I don't need to color every issue. I don't need to like I can stick to just penciling and inking and like the script, and I can start passing the different color hats off to people to just get that process moving along. Because there's a big story to tell. I need to start facilitating that and like learning how to delegate a little bit better. It's time.
Yeah, it's like having to do everything yourself it's very slow.
Yeah.
I do everything myself as well, so I understand your pain.
And I think honestly, at the end of the day, like the best stories are told with a team, like hands down, no matter what. Even if it is my story and my imagination, it can only be better by like including those people that I trust in that process. And that way we don't run into
trust being the keyword, definitely.
Yes.
Trust is really important. Yeah.
Because I've seen some team changes that have just not gone well.
Yeah. That's
oh my
fair.
God.
And this is Nicodemus. He is sort of the background engine of this world. All the secrets and lies and mystery and the truth of everything. He knows it, but he's not quite telling us yet. And there's a reason, and we will find that out much later. But he's sort of Ash's adoptive father. He found Ash as a baby in the ruins on his own dig many years ago. And whatever happened for him to like adopt this baby got him kicked out of like the main political council that runs their village. Yeah. But he, like, being one of the founders of that team, he saw something within it that made him decide, no, saving this little baby is more important. And he still continues to work on this secret plan with Ash now that he's older, called the Peacekeeper Project. And we'll find out what that is as the story goes on.
Awesome.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like how you're able to show the characters' personalities and stuff in like the artwork with the little snippets too. Like you didn't just do like, all right, here's like a character model, just T-pose or whatever. Like you brought them to life.
No. Yeah, I'm actually like, I consider myself a designer, but I didn't go to school for illustration or design, so I don't put them in those like action figure, model poses.
It's a lot harder than it looks too. Like I've tried to do it, and I'm just like, this doesn't look right. I'm not going to do this anymore.
Right. I have to go back now and do it because I didn't start that way, and I'm like, oh no, this is tougher. I'd rather just like put them in their like personality, like licensing pose. So you get a little preview of the comic here. Nicodemus opening up the world with this monologue. Spoiler alert, and like behind the scenes, I actually stole this monologue from something I wrote years ago.
Oh, that's the normal.
You can't steal from yourself.
I steal from myself all the time.
I stole from myself. It was a script that actually Elaine and I were working on over 10 years ago now. And we got it all the way up the ranks to the higher ups at Capcom.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
can say this now because this is like 10 years ago, but it was a script for a feature-length film for Mega Man. And like Mega Man is my heart and soul. Like that's if I had a religion, Mega Man's that religion.
It's a good religion.
I'd say
Robot
so.
overlords.
And yeah, you gotta overthrow the robot overlords. So a lot of that script, we got to see some of this. Obviously, we didn't have. Thank you so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. We are all the solo masters of the universe. I love that.
It's very profound.
Yeah, I didn't have
thought about it that way.
That was cool. I didn't have an agent at the time. I didn't even know what that was really. And they were like, we need to talk to your agent to like keep this conversation going. And I didn't have a literary agent at the time. So I got flown out to San Mateo. I talked with this person. They sat across from me at the table in Capcom, and it was Mark Gordon. I don't know if you guys know Mark Gordon. Was a huge producer, director in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like every disaster movie that came out is because of him. Like he helped make that happen. And he was actually in a bidding war for the film rights to Mega Man at Capcom. So he held up my script. He's like, this is pretty good. It's amazing that you got this far without an agent. He's like, but this is where I screw you. And I was like, what?
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, you don't own this. You shouldn't have wrote it. And I was like, oh, man. And then I got a cease and desist from Capcom. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. Capcom loves their cease and desists.
Don't they? But what I learned from that is like write my own characters. And I'm onto something.
Yep.
So a lot of that, some of that script was repurposed as this story. So there's some spiritual inklings of Mega Man in there a little bit.
That is so cool that you were able to get that far with your Mega Man script, though. That is wild.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that we had that learning experience, even though it kind of sucked in the end. It showed me that, like, oh, we can do this, though. They're just people on the other side of that table.
We can do this, just not with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not with that legally.
But that's that thing that we all do, though. We all think, oh, I can write this. And then we go with that and we go hawk it around. And then somebody goes, this is all good and everything, but you don't own this.
You know what? A lot of great writers, though, nowadays started out doing fanfics, and then they kind of built their audience that way, and then they moved on to their original things, and like the fan base went with them, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I love that. Like that idea that you can kind of build it from the ground up just because you love it. That's so cool to me.
The internet sometimes can be used for good.
The internet is for porn. Oh, wait, no, wrong one.
It's funny.
Oh man, these pages look fantastic.
Yeah, the layouts are
I love this whole talking to yourself scene type of thing, because I tend to do that with my writing as well. And it's a really hard thing to do when you're trying to put it into a comic book. So I am impressed that you were able to because as we're writing it, you're sitting there going, oh, this sounds good, that looks good, this looks good. Then you sit there and you're looking and you're thinking about it, you go, wait, this is a comic book. I can't say half of this stuff. I can't even say half this dialogue. I got to figure out what I can use and what I can't use, and what because once you break it down into the script for the comic book, it's a whole other thing, especially when I think you're lucky because you're working with yourself.
Yeah, that's been a little bit of I'm finding the limits in that, but at least to get the scripts done, that was super helpful.
And I mean, it also helps you down the road because, how the whole process goes. So, it will be easier to delegate things later on because you know how they should be done. Or maybe somebody will teach you something new too, and you'll be like, oh, well, I never did it that way, but that's really cool.
Please.
because I know, especially like after been doing this for a while, it's that whole concept of when you're working with a team and you're trying to get that script so that the other person can understand what you're trying to do. That's when you start going, okay, this doesn't work. I have to figure this out. But a lot of it is understanding that as a writer, half the stuff you're writing is going to be taken care of by the artist. They're going to show it with their art, so you don't have to put it there. And figuring out what's the balance between what needs to stay and what's going to be shown by the artist.
That's fair. Yeah, it's a little dance. It's a conversation kind of between those parties, and they really, a shorthand hopefully develops where like we do understand each other.
Exactly.
But it takes work sometimes. I think it takes work because like it's very, it's communicating visually, sure, but it's using almost two different languages to tell the same story. Grant, welcome.
Yeah, one of our guests went over to Frank's show, and she was showing off our spell girl. What's her name again?
Sarah.
There you go, Sarah. Sarah went over, and I went over to check out her show when she was hanging out with Grant, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, Grant also needs to come on the show to talk about Beowulf at some point.
Definitely. Grant, by the way, as I was over there, I jumped onto the link for Beowulf, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I like this.
That's
awesome. I want to check that out.
I think Grant is also a part of Comics Launch, if I remember correctly. Yeah, all of us. Sarah also. Sarah's also part of Comics Launch. A lot of people
here.
Sarah Cook.
Who?
Sarah
oh my
Cook.
God, I love Sarah Cook. She's awesome.
She's amazing, right?
Yeah, Sarah's a freaking sweetheart. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think she's going to break like 200 backers, which is just like absolutely bonkers.
She hit 3,000, which was impressive.
It's huge.
Yeah. I think last I checked, she was at like 191 backers or something. So she'll get there by Friday.
That's exciting. Yeah, her campaign is like pushing towards the end. I'm going to make sure I back this week.
Dude, I'm trying to. Yeah, Friday is the last day for her, and I'm trying to find some money so I can at least get one of the books, or I might have to go digital, which I hate to do, but I might have to go in that direction.
Oh.
I mean, any love is appreciated.
Yeah.
When we're running.
This is more of a personal choice. It's more of a personal choice, but I'd rather support it than not.
Yeah, it's just nicer to hold a physical book in your hands. Yeah. But I don't go physical unless it's like a trade paperback or like graphic novel. Otherwise, for like single issues, I usually do digital because it's just shipping.
Because Matta brought her on the show because she was like, "Oh, Ralph, this is right up your alley," and I was like, "This is completely right up."
Yep, it's like we got fantasy and we got noir. Like
exactly,
it's such a great combination.
No, I love her stuff so much. That's so cool. Yeah, she's a big hit in the Comics Launch Pro program for sure.
She also didn't mention that she won the Mad Cave Talent Search last year, which I should have like poked her to. Yeah, she's going places. She's going places.
Awesome. That's huge. Sarah, if you're watching this, great job.
Seriously, kick some ass, Sarah. Kick all the ass.
Seriously.
Kick those booties.
All the ass.
Awesome.
See, as we're talking, I'm replenishing my list over here because when I turn on the computer today, usually it saves all this stuff, so now I have to like put everything back up.
Oh no, like all the links.
All the links were gone. I was like, son of a. By the way, Anna, do me a favor because you probably have it handy. John's Kickstarter.
Drumsticks.
Exactly.
Yep, I got you, fam.
Yeah, put it into the private chat and I'll stick it up here.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right, cool.
Drumsticks
of Doom. We're a bunch of geeks following a bunch of Kickstarters of making sure that we like what we like. Oh, here we go. Grant said, I need to send you a message, Martha. You mentioned maybe having me on the show. Yeah, we just said it.
I literally, like, when I was on his show, I was like, come on my show. And he's like, I'll think about it. I'm like, all right, I see how it is.
It was so funny because Sarah was the same thing. Ralph, you should have him on the show. I'm like, yeah, I like what I saw with his book. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a chill dude. I enjoy talking to him when I get to be on his show.
Nice.
Let's see. Don't
So,
mind
Mark,
me.
what book are you looking
Oh yeah, that's a good way to go. Mata, we're gonna talk Mata. We're gonna talk about what you just did. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up here.
Oh, what did I just do?
Yeah.
What the hell
Oh.
did I put this thing?
Oh,
Here
the-
it goes.
I thought I was over that.
Well, you added something. You know, it's not my fault you did this.
All right. Yeah. So the campaign's over. It ended on July 14th. I got to sleep that weekend. It was great. And we still have pre-orders up on Backer Kit for Sacrimony, A Tale of Love, Life, and Death in no particular order. It's the story of a girl who died, but then she got better.
I still love that.
And as with all mysterious
Cool.
resurrection stories, there's a catch. The catch is that she has no memory of her past, no idea why she has magical powers, or why she has demon wings that she has to hide from society. It feels a
Okay.
lot like Saga, but not in space, and if the parents hated each other.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm still taking pre-orders for digital books, not physical ones, because like I have a set number that I'm gonna print, and like adding more onto that would just confuse me and make for a very bad time. So
that would just
yeah.
throw you a monkey wrench in there, man.
Yeah, because I have all the quantities set already. I'm like, all right, this is what I need to fulfill the campaign, and like I'm trying to rush through the rest of my campaigns, like get Buddy and Friend 3 out, and then do Sacrimony 8 hopefully in like October. So like I'll
Yes,
do more
I want my
physical.
buddy and friend.
There will be a Buddy and Friend. I'm
I
gonna try
want
to
my buddy and friend.
I'm gonna try to aim for August with that. But yeah, for the meanwhile, I've got issues 1 through 7 available on the Backer Kit site if you still want to pick them up. Yeah,
For sure.
there's.
Can you throw that link up here?
Oh sure.
Throw it.
I'm trying. It's
Working.
always like, I don't have the link saved, so I have to like go through my own social media.
I can just
like,
give it to you because I have it up here. So.
oh no, I'm gonna do it. I did it. There.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm saving that. Thank you.
Yay.
Dude, her art is amazing. It's a beautiful book.
I'm so salty I didn't sell that painting.
It still hasn't been sold?
I still haven't sold it.
Show it off again because
Oh my god!
people
Ask
need
me
to
if
see
I
this
can
thing.
find it now.
I was gonna say if you can find it. Oh look,
Oh, there it is. Yeah. So yeah, I still haven't sold this. Maybe I'll put it up for sale on my site, or I'll frame it and like take it to
Oh
a
my God,
pancakes
it's
and
so
booze and just
beautiful.
be like, somebody please take this thing away from me before I destroy it. But yeah, there's glitter.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That is
Hey.
gorgeous, man. And tell the people again how much you're selling it for.
$3.50.
That's a good price.
Nice.
It's a
That's
good
worth-
size. Yeah,
worth-
it's
worth
definitely
more than
it's worth
$4.50.
more than that. I'll say
Yeah.
that, but like
$4.50.
I want it out of my house.
$4.50. $4.50.
Maybe
Matt's saying 450.
$4.50.
somebody who'll give me $4.50 for it.
$5.50.
Are we auctioning?
Oh, we're auctioning. All right.
$5.50.
Are you volunteering to pay $5.50 for it, Nat?
$6.50.
I think Matt's just
That's
making it worse for himself.
I think so. I think he's like every word he's just digging his grave a little more.
Well, if I
He's
pay
bidding
enough,
against us.
that would mean that Bunny Lord 2388.
No,
is going
because
to
you're
need to be
paying for a
46
painting. You're
character.
not paying for Bunny Lord whatever. You're paying for the painting.
I believe my tier put in Bunny Lord 2388.
This whole like drama has been playing out now.
It's been going, yeah.
Oh my
Still
god!
no clue what he's talking about, but yeah, no, you pay $6.50, you're buying a painting.
I
for
actually like that,
$6.50.
Matt. I have no idea what he's talking about.
No, I don't. No, I don't know. He's just talking nonsense.
All I'm gonna say is Bunny Lord 2388 is going to be in the next issue. Let's go!
All right, cool. Bye. You're going?
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Nat,
That's
did
awesome.
you make it in time, or because I know you're joining us now? Did you make it, or did you get delayed?
No delays.
Wow, that's amazing.
The transit gods are merciful today.
No,
yes.
Do you know what happened this morning?
Uh-oh.
Who got
Do you
stabbed?
know what happened this
No,
morning?
you know what? It's not even who got stabbed. How many got stabbed?
Exactly. How many got stabbed?
So apparently, even within my workplace, like one person got attacked by a homeless person, another person had someone literally jump in front of the tracks on their way to work.
Wow.
Like half
Are
the
you in New
store
York?
was basically
New
late
York.
by different things. And for me, I was waiting on the train platform. Train said 1 minute away. I was there 30 minutes before people, like the construction crew for the engineers, came onto the tracks from my station, walked 5 feet away from the platform edge, and then started ripping up one of the rails.
What?
I had to walk over to the A because no bus was coming within the next hour and a half.
Oh my god.
How did they just start ripping it? You know what? I don't want to know.
There's because you know there's not going to be a rational answer to it.
No, there's not.
There's no point in asking.
No.
Because MTA, that's why.
And I had to
Exactly. There you go.
screenshot it off of the MTA app because no one else would believe me that this even happened.
For
Wow.
once, I believe you because the MTA is insane.
And I saw them go onto the track and start doing it. Right. And there you go. That's in the group chat, by the way.
Oh my God! Wow. You gotta love the MTA, folks. If you don't live in New York, the MTA is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, beautiful is not the word I would use, but I don't think I'm allowed to say the word that I would use.
Oh man, folks, so much fun. Jesse, where are you coming? Or are you coming from?
I am. I'm in Jersey City right now.
Oh, so
So
you
right
know
across.
the MTA. You know the
He's
MTA.
our neighbor,
I
yeah.
live it every day. For the last 3.5 years, I've been teaching with a media literacy program, and we literally cover every borough and beyond. So sometimes Connecticut, sometimes upstate. But those are like 3-hour commutes into the Bronx a lot of the time, and I became a subway street because of that.
You go over to the Bronx? I wasn't aware the Bronx still existed.
I wasn't aware the Bronx was literate. I can say that because I'm from the Bronx. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. I can say it.
You know, I was going to say, go ahead, Jesse.
I'm just saying that's why I go there. They need media literacy.
Fair, very fair.
I was going to say, Matt, you can tell that you're from the Bronx because you said it right there. You go,
I pull no punches. I know where I'm from. I know what
Remember wonderful Kathy Hochul's quote, there are kids in the Bronx who don't even know what a computer is.
What?
This is true. I'm usually the one teaching them what a computer is. Yep.
Wow. That's wow.
But it's also like that's a little unfair to just the Bronx because it's also true in Queens. It's also true in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's often true in Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's just
I have had some interesting conversations with kids.
Yeah.
You know, when I know more about Google than the kids do, that's really, it starts to go in a weird place.
It's fun. It's fun when we realized like the barrier to entry is like we're teaching copy and paste, like Command C, Command V.
Oh wow!
And it's like,
yeah,
we can't even start filmmaking. You don't know how to copy and paste.
I weep for the future.
Get ready for right click. Ooh, scary. You know. That's the face of someone who's worked with it. I've seen it.
I'm nervous now. It's like I can't say too much.
Oh no!
Can't say. I signed an NDA.
Oh dear.
Right click is a whole other thing.
Oh man.
Scroll wheel click?
No, now you're making stuff up. Stop making up imaginary computer functions.
Oh, you want to know a cursed function?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, what is it? what was it again? Oh, Control Windows Alt Shift L. Do that right now.
I don't think I will.
Control Windows Alt Shift L.
No, don't do it.
Hopefully,
what does that do?
Yeah, exactly.
Do it right now. Just do it right now.
If anyone's watching and knows, say in the chat.
Yeah.
Control Windows Alt Shift L all at the same time.
When I was a teenager and like a total asshole, and I was playing online games like MMOs and stuff, and like new players would come in and be like, "Oh, how do I do this thing?" And I'm like, "Oh,
I
just
know
press
you.
like just press Alt F4," and then it'd be like, "Blah blah blah has left the game."
Oh, this ain't like this. This is actually cursed. This is an actually cursed one. You're gonna question, why is this even a Windows shortcut?
It takes you to LinkedIn.
Okay.
Tate,
Try-
thank you for
try it
taking
right
one
now.
for the team.
Try it right now.
No, I don't want to go to LinkedIn.
I think
Is it
Tate did it for us
Control?
already.
Control Windows Alt Shift L.
Oh, I can't sing that song.
So if anyone can try it, there you go.
There you have it, folks. Let us know who the first person is that tries it, and
No,
tell us what happens.
I think Tate did it, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
is that yeah?
Yeah. So he got it
Right.
right. It's just that Nat wants somebody else to do it.
No, I'm not doing
Wrong
it.
one.
I'm not falling for that.
There we go.
Oh man.
That's funny.
It's absolutely
Like
cursed.
I don't even go to LinkedIn on purpose. I'm not going there by accident.
I'm not going on an accident like that.
Okay. So Nat, what's this link you're sharing over here?
Oh no. That was a mistake. That was apparently on my last copy and paste.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this doesn't make any sense.
Or does it?
He
Oh.
he actually did it. He actually did it. He thought it was a
Anthony,
joke.
why?
He thought it was a joke.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yes,
That
folks,
truly
we
is
we
cursed.
geek out here in many ways.
It could have been funnier. It could have taken you to MySpace.
Oh, that would have been
Oh,
great.
That would have been hilarious.
That's a
I miss
throwback.
MySpace and its music.
Do you like using Copilot?
Copilot keeps trying to talk to me. I'm like, you shut up. I'm not talking to you.
Windows C right now.
No.
Windows C.
No.
No, I just told you I'm not talking to Copilot. He
If
keeps
you're
trying to
on
talk
a
to
Mac,
me.
it's going to be Command C.
I think
That's how
that
I
just wants to
copy
get
it.
everybody in trouble.
Nat just wants to watch the world burn right now.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like every day, actually. This is not new for Nat.
I like Tate's like, I was willing to be the fool.
He took one for the
Nice.
team in the name of science.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
man.
for science.
He did the horrible thing so no one else would have to.
You know, Jesse, I gotta say, I wish Roaming Tony was here because you're talking like completely his language. You know, you're mentioning Capcom, you're mentioning Mega Man, you're mentioning, if Tony was here, he'd be like, a bunch of different questions that we're probably not even asking. Roaming Tony is a big guy with Capcom and Mega Man and all that stuff. So
Nice. Yeah, it's this comic is like the love child of like everything I loved from 90s anime to art, like JRPGs to Legend of Zelda to Mega Man.
Oh, you
It's
feel
just
it.
like
dude,
I hope so.
When you're looking at the cover, I feel like I should start playing the game.
That's
The
okay.
cover-
Good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
cover
it makes
looks
a cool
like-
game
yeah.
too, actually.
Exactly. The
So
cover
in
is like it's the gaming screen, and you press start.
Right. So after we do about 5 issues, we're working on that, like a retro style side scroller that'll come out alongside issue 6. That'll be like the
Fun.
first 6 issues as a video game.
Whoa, impressive!
We're open. Thank you.
Impressive.
I would love to see those environments as like game backgrounds, not gonna lie.
Yes,
That would be that's gonna be fun. I don't know if I
Probably
can,
gonna be hard as hell to do, but like it's gonna look great.
I'm only no. I'm I'm not doing it. We will hire. But I did do this part. So there they are. I don't know if my screen will show up. Well, that's Rogue. Never mind.
I was like, I like Rogue.
I love
Who
Rogue.
doesn't?
Who doesn't? I don't know if that'll show up. Meh. Meh.
No, it's kind of
Bring
white.
it closer to the
It's-
computer. Like
I see
cover.
something-
cover
Oh,
most
bring it
of the
closer?
lighting.
Yeah, bring it closer.
Closer to the light. There they
There it
are.
goes.
there we go.
There it is. Ooh.
Oh.
Once again. There we go. So that's Ash and Eden in
the video game sprites.
Yeah,
There
in
we
like
go.
32 bits.
Oh, that is
Love
so cool. That is so cool. Yeah. Now I want to play the game.
So it's coming. We thought about that. It's coming.
One step at a
it's just
time.
a matter
Got Tate going nice.
But will it take me to LinkedIn?
of
Hopefully not.
We can make that like an Easter egg. LinkedIn will be an Easter egg.
You know, I know.
Do the
Roman Cody,
Konami code and just have it direct you to LinkedIn.
I know Roman Cody
no.
is sleeping, but what I'm going to do
That's
is
how
I'm going
you-
to send this over to his freaking feed. Look what you missed, Tony, because you were tired.
Right. So speaking of that, I'll show you another little Easter egg about the book, and this is actually up on our Kickstarter as well. We have it as its own separate reward outside of the book. I hope this shows, because like I don't know how my screen can show up on a computer. So there's that's one of the covers of the book. Does it pop up? There he is.
Ooh.
So that's Ash. That's
That is like peak 90s anime right there.
Yeah, right there.
Love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but you see the crystal is like super
Oh
important.
no, we can see it. Don't
Yeah, we see it.
worry. It looks really beautiful.
So with the crystals being so important to the story, like they start to find out that you can hear like voices and data inside the crystals when he and Eden finally come together. So it becomes this big important thematic through line. So we wanted to give you crystals with secret data inside also,
Oh,
right? And so like when you tap this now to here,
It lights up.
I saw a light.
I saw a light.
Yeah.
This bar pops up, and it takes you to where you can get a digital library of the first 5 issues as they release over the next year. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Get your comics now.
There you go. And
At least it's not LinkedIn.
Unlock the secret.
I'm so sorry.
That is pretty cool.
So
I like the interactive whole video game aspect.
Right,
Indiana
yeah.
Jones.
It feels like it's making good use of technology, like in general. That's a very cool thing to have.
Thank you.
Completely.
It was kind of born from the idea of like a little bit of what we're learning from Tyler as like being marketers now. But like if you give people a business card, if you give people a flyer with a QR code, 99%
Garbage.
of the time, where's that going? The garbage, exactly. The circular filing cabinet. So it was like, how do we
Mine is
create something?
rectangle.
Hey,
Okay.
it's Hershey Comic Con. How you guys doing?
Hey,
Folks, Hershey
How's it
Comic
going?
Con is this weekend. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we got a lot of the guys from the Kids in the Comic going over there. So if you get, dude, what's better than going to Hershey Comic Con and then having to deal with all the chocolate and all the rides and all?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's gonna be chocolate there, or if that was
There
false
has to be chocolate
advertising.
at Hershey. Go ahead,
That
Jesse. You were
sounds
saying?
awesome. Oh no! So it's like we wanted to come up with something that like when we hand it to people, how does it incorporate them into like make them part of the world
I love it.
where they can't throw it away?
Yeah, because it completely feels like one of those 90s JRPGs. Okay.
Save Crystal.
Oh my god, yeah.
Reminds me of Save Crystals.
Oh yeah. So
It
we're
makes you
excited
part of
about it.
it makes you part of the book. It makes you part of the game. Kind of reminds me of the what is it? Amiibos for the Switch.
And that's
Is that
what
what I
gave me
call
the
Oh yeah,
idea.
the figures, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's the same technology as the Amiibo. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
That we use to incorporate that, and like the power of everyone having a smartphone just happens to be able to read,
Exactly.
the technology that's inside of the Amiibo. So we're like, this could make people part of the world, and then it also makes people like the people that buy this or back this item and get this, they become our VIP like super fans, where they get access to everything before it ever goes on Kickstarter, before it ever goes to print. It literally goes
Nice.
from my mind to the crystal to you. So yeah,
Amazing.
We're excited about that. We think it's kind of fun. We hope you'll have fun with it too.
Dude, you got me. I'm sitting here going, how do I get a crystal?
On Kickstarter. It's on Kickstarter. You can totally get one.
It's on the Kickstarter.
But
Okay.
But will I be taught what a computer is? It's a scary word.
You know, I knew that was gonna go askew from the whole thing.
I will personally, if you buy this crystal, I will personally teach you what a computer is.
See, look at that.
Oh,
It comes
that's
with
so
a
much
welcome video. So I'll make your welcome video Computer 101.
Oh.
Thank you,
Oh,
Hershey
man.
Comic Con. I'm glad you love the crystal idea. We can't wait to get it out to more people. It's literally a reward on the Kickstarter right now. That you can
I'm
back.
looking for it right now. Which tier is it?
It's if you look on the sidebar, we gave it its own section that's literally called Halon Crystal. Because we want
on the sidebar.
we
Okay.
wanted to highlight that important to us that it gets its own section.
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. I gotta share this. Hold on. You see it here on the side, folks? Halon Crystal with season pass.
Yep.
Nice.
And if you go to like where all the emojis are on the other side, you'll see it in that list too. Right at the top. It's actually right at the top of your menu, right there.
Which way?
Oh, left side, top thing. Diamond shaped emoji. Left.
Oh, I see it.
To the left. To the left.
Halon Crystal. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dude, $90 isn't that bad.
That is a great deal, honestly.
Yeah. You get 5 comics and like everything else that we are doing behind the scenes. And like personal hangout time.
So that is like a complete ticket to ride with you guys.
Yeah. It's our season pass, essentially. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, so Hershey Comic Con would know about season pass. By the way, Hershey's saying we hope to see you there. The Kid in a Comic 8. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. There's a special A Kid in a Comic edition of their newspaper that they're going to have at Hershey Comic Con. I actually took a picture of it when I was in Garden State Comic Con. And it looks really nice, and it has a nice little Hershey Comic Con thing going on. That's a very limited print run. You know, so I got a chance to see it because I was talking to Darren Auk while I was there at Garden State Comic Fest. So, folks, if you go to Hershey Comic Con, you get an exclusive. You know how us comic people are with exclusives. You know, you want to get out there, get there early, make sure you get your copy of A Kid in a Comic. And folks, I can't say too much about A Kid in a Comic. It is an amazing thing. It reminds me, which is funny, of what we're talking about right here, which is all that stuff from the 80s and 90s, especially because, we don't do comics like in newspapers like we used to. Now it's like so hard to find, but A Kid in the Comic is actually a bunch of creators have gotten together and they got these little snippets of stories, little comics in this newspaper. And the newspaper does a bunch of things. It does puzzles and interviews, but it's just a fun read, folks. You should check it out.
That's a very cool idea.
Yeah, I love it. It's so funny because go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying they sound like kindred spirits for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, I was going to say it's so funny you're here, Jesse, because but it always works out like that for some reason. I'll bring guests on and they seem to have totally to do with each other.
Serendipity.
No, that was I love that. That was so cool.
All right, folks, let's see. It's the hour mark. Okay. You know what, Jess, let's start off with you since we're already there. Tell the people where they can find you, all the good stuff. We were just talking about it, and I'll put it back up on the screen.
For sure. You can find me on Kickstarter. You can just search for Jesse Judy or Ashes of Eden. You can also find me on Instagram at Jesse Judy, or our other page is Arcpunk Comics, all one word, ARCPUNK Comics. We're also on YouTube, Arcpunk Comics on YouTube as well. And that's really where we mainly are. We're on Facebook also under Ashes of Eden. You can find us there. So Ashes of Eden, Arcpunk Comics, Jesse Judy.
And folks, you get a lot of good stuff here You get a lot of great art. You get a lot of it's beautiful. And if you play the video, which we might do it near the end, it actually does a great job at explaining exactly what you're getting.
That was a perfect 10 out of 10 Rizformation. Thank you.
All right, let's see. What else do we got over here? Matta, one more time, tell them what you're doing because I love the idea.
Oh, I'm Matta Sorcier. You can find me at MATTASORCIER on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not super active on Twitter because it makes me sad every time I open it up. But yeah, so I'm still taking pre-orders for Sacrimony 7. If you're new to the series, you can also get 1 through 6. It's on BackerKit, but you can also find me via the Kickstarter links. If you look up Sacrimony, I'm probably the only Sacrimony there. I don't know that. I can't confirm, but you'll find me.
I gotta say, when I plug in Sacrimony, I usually get you. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, you can also go to like sacrimony.com/Kickstarter, and that'll just take you to whatever the latest Kickstarter is, because that makes life easier. But yeah, you can get digital versions of 1 through 7, and also the field guide, and also Buddy and Friend, because I just throw everything I do in there because like it's what's the saying? You throw all the spaghetti on the floor and see who eats it, or whatever. Like that's it. All the spaghetti.
That's like negative 10,000 aura. So
Good.
Somebody very sad.
Oh man. Folks, of course, our pal Rob will be here July 10th because we're gonna help him kick off his Kickstarter here live on the Written Writ. Because Rob's Pinguino's Revenge is a favorite of mine. So we're definitely gonna make sure to give him a party and a half to kick him off, because that is one kick-ass penguin.
It looks like 10 out of 10 chaos energy.
Oh my god, you guys have to read this. I love Pinguino's Revenge. He does a great job with this. And it's so funny because Gage loved him so much that he brought him onto his book. And Gage and Rob, I've seen some good stuff, folks, and I'm telling you right now that you guys are going to want to jump onto that Gage and Rob project for Godslayers. It is origin story for something, and folks, you're going to want to see this. And I have to say that Rob and Gage together, fabulous.
I love that Ralph gets to see all of the cool things that like us filthy commoners don't get to see, so that he can hype it up.
It's so funny though, because then I have to sit here and not tell people about things, which is really hard.
Oof, yeah, it is a power I do not want to have.
So folks, I'll take this moment to remind you guys that when you do the notify, it is a way to help out projects. Yes. Sign up to get notified. It is a way to help our projects. It actually gives you a better place in the algorithm when your Kickstarter starts. So the more people you have following your project before it kicks off, the better it is for the project with the algorithm when it kicks off finally. And sometimes you can even start off with things like most loved project, the projects we love.
Yep.
Yeah.
So folks,
and also it's free.
It's kind of like
just hit the button. It's a free way to help out. If you can't support the campaign, just hit the damn button.
Hit the button.
Hit the button.
And see, look, I'll even make it easier for you people. Look, I'm gonna take the link here, and I'm gonna put it right there in the comments section. So you don't even have to go anywhere. You can just go into the comments section, click on it, and support.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy.
Ralph.
What's up?
Ralph.
Oh no.
Tragedy Chapter 6. Also, Lunar Smoke Chapter 6. Also, Sigma Comics. Also, Here Comes Calico. Also, Pat Shand. Also, more Kickstarters.
Yes.
I do have Strategy Chapter 6, so I'll put it up here. Phil Russer does a fantastic job writing. He is an amazing writer. If you like crime drama and superheroes, this is the book for you. I always tell people, if anything, get the first book. Get to the end of that book. See that fantastic ending. If you don't like it, you come talk to me.
Do you mean talk as in talk, or as in talk, like with hands?
Like coffee talk.
Come talk to me. Oh my God! Look, Tate's like, done. I'm lazy. I was literally waiting for the link.
There we go. See? Shout out to all of you lazy people out there. The link is there.
Make life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check out Phil Russell's Tragedy. It is he's funded already. He's at 2,714, 97 backers, 9 days to go. Come on, we can get him to 3,000.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can get it's 9 days. We can get him to 5,000.
Yeah, a lot can happen in 9 days.
Exactly. Let's see. Matt said a bunch of things. Oh, we can show this off right now because I was able to look for it while we were like waiting.
Yep.
Matt, do you know a little bit more about this than I do?
Yeah, so it has a teenage girl who has a premonition about the return of a dragon, and her talking cat have to find the reincarnated Beowulf.
Wait. We said talking cat?
Yes, there's a talking cat named Mooney, which is actually named and modeled after one of Grant's own cats who sadly passed away last year. But yeah, so this teenage girl and her cat, they go to find the reincarnated spirit of Beowulf to fight this dragon, and he's just in the body of a middle-aged unemployed slacker. So he has to go through all the training to fight the dragon.
I gotta say,
it's a funny story. If you love,
you're explaining it, and I'm sitting here because I went through the thing, and he had a little a snippet of it, and I was reading through it. And I'm like, oh my god, this is just hilarious.
Yeah, if you like stuff that makes fun of fantasy and stuff like that.
Oh, it does.
it's up your alley. It's great.
Well, you have me at talking cats.
Yeah, talking cats definitely helps sell a book.
And of course, Matt, you know a little bit more about this than I do. You probably give her a little more justice than I would. So go ahead.
All right. So No Spell Lasts Forever. Shout out to Sarah. She got 200 backers. Look at my girl go. Look at that. Yes.
She hit her first one, which was 3,000. Now she hit her second one, which was 200. She's on fire.
Yo, bro, I've done 12 campaigns and I still haven't hit 200 backers. So Sarah's doing something way better than what I'm doing.
Matt, you got so close.
Sarah,
I did.
Grow up and be you, Sarah.
So yeah, I mean, No Spell Lasts Forever is about Rosette, who is a criminal, not necessarily by choice, but she just happened to fall into that. So spoiler alert, she dies. And she makes a deal with the devil that she doesn't have to die and go to hell if she can corrupt one truly pure soul.
Whoa.
And yeah, so she's at that point in the story where she doesn't know if she has it in her to do that, because that's not really the kind of person she is. Yes, she was a criminal, she's done terrible things, but it's not because she's a bad person, it's because of circumstances just led her down that path.
Why are you spoiling the story?
Because that's literally in her pitch.
Yeah, it's in her pitch.
Yeah.
She pitched it here when she was on the show.
Yeah, so
get her back to teach us the Kickstarter way.
Yeah, seriously. Sarah is she's full of magic. She's amazing.
Dude,
I cannot say enough good things about her. She's such a great person too.
She's so much fun, and I've been watching her, and she's like, "Oh, we're trying to get to 3,000, boom, 3,000. Trying to get to 200, boom, 200." Yeah. I'm like,
I feel like she's gonna hit 4,000 before this thing ends. I hope she does. That's gonna be amazing.
Well, she has 45.
I think it's just
hit it.
If she does, will Bunny Lord 2388 also show up in this series?
That's between you and Jesus, Nat.
Oh my god. Oh.
You strike that deal with Jesus or the devil or something. I have no hand in that.
Oh, here we go. Madison,
you're on the roll. Motto, one of these days, you're just gonna see Bunny Lord 2388 on every single Kickstarter.
All right.
Every Kickstarter is going to have a different variation of Bunny Lord 2388.
I guess that means that I've died and gone to hell. I don't know.
Damn.
I mean, in all honesty, you live in the Bronx. You're kind of there.
You know what? I hate when you're right.
All right, go ahead, Matt. Talk a little bit about our friend John.
Yes, my comics partner in crime, John Westhoff. He's got Drumsticks of Doom, banned on the Silver Mountain, going on Zoop. So he's trying something a little new because, you know what? Why not? Why not try other platforms? I think he's gonna still do a Kickstarter after this to get the people who didn't want to make a Zoop account. But I mean, support him on Zoop.
He was talking to me about that and saying that some people didn't want to go to Zoop.
Dude, it's so easy to go to Zoop. You don't even have to make an account to go to Zoop. People are just stubborn, I guess. It's unfortunate, but so yeah, I mean, he's got 7 days left, 71 supporters. He's almost kind of sort of funded. He's still got a ways to go, but I believe in him.
He is so close because he's only 1,300 away from funding.
Yeah, I mean, come on, people, like seriously.
Well, actually, less than 1,300 because it's less. Yeah. It's like 12 something.
Math is hard, but yes.
Dude, at this hour, definitely.
Yeah, so Drumsticks of Doom takes place in an alternate reality where instead of the Beatles being the most popular band in the world, it's actually Black Sabbath. So like if you're a fan of like, 80s metal and stuff, or like a metal fan in general, it's for you. It's got like just a bunch of crazy shit, like demons, werewolves, like all sorts of stuff, and the main character, she's just trying to keep metal at the top of the charts.
We had John on the show Monday. It was a fantastic conversation, folks. If you want to go catch a great show, go rewatch.
I'm so salty I missed that conversation as well, even though I talk to John regularly because we work together with Child Possession Services.
He is so much fun to talk to.
He's a great dude. I mean, he talks a big game and he acts like, oh yeah, I'm so metal, but he's such a softie and a sweetheart that it's amazing.
I feel like the best metalheads are that way.
Yes, agreed.
Completely. Yeah, you're
like
right.
I drive a motorcycle and have 500 tattoos and my head is bald, but like I'm gonna rescue this kitten from a tree, and you're like, this is the way.
It's fun to watch though. It's like
Yes.
And I know this because I'm a big heavy metal guy, and I do not fit the image. So
I also, if you couldn't tell, I'm of the metal persuasion, but yes.
To make it even worse, this beautiful shirt I have here, which was one of my favorite shirts, I actually wore it to a Metallica concert, and my friend was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "I look good."
Yeah, I mean, you know why you're there. You don't have to wear a shirt to say why you're there.
Oh my god, yeah, it was so much fun, and I love messing with him because it's like, "Why do you always do this?"
It's like, what? The shirt's great. It's my favorite shirt. What do you want from me?
Right.
Everybody knows I wear Hawaiian shirts. Come on. I got a good compliment when I was at Garden State Comic Fest. I was like, "Oh, dude, man, it was saying, oh my god, it was George Perez will be proud of you, bro." And I was like, "Oh, dude."
Ralph was so happy wearing his Batman and Joker surfing shirt.
What? Amazing.
It's a Batman and Joker surfing Hawaiian shirt.
Love it. I love it.
That's
more wacky shirts.
Oh, dude. I love
man, I don't even wear Hawaiian shirts, but I've seen companies where like you can get your pet's photos on like a Hawaiian shirt. I'm like, I would wear some orange chunkers.
Exactly. What I've been trying to work on is actually getting the Bitten Apple Hawaiian shirt or the Written Writ Hawaiian shirt.
Ralph, if you get a Bitten Apple Hawaiian shirt, you're gonna be the only one wearing it.
I didn't say I was getting one for anybody else but me.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere in this conversation where he's like, I would like to get a shirt for Nat.
Well, the thing is, most of us have been asking for a hoodie.
That's easy to do. Actually, there's actually a hoodie ready to go in our store. Actually, you can actually go to the store. I think it's Teespring, and you have Bitten Apple TV on there. You can actually get a Bitten Apple T-shirt. You can actually.
Why have I not been notified about this?
Because we got tired of talking about it because nobody was going over there. Uh-oh. Son of Satan is here. Here we go. Raph also secretly loves wearing muumuus. Shh.
Bro, how are you going to put him on blast like that?
That's the son of Satan. You know how he is.
More like son of Satan. Jeez.
Comfort is comfort. That's it.
It always bugs me out.
Listen, all it is, he's mad he didn't come with us to Garden State.
Oh, yeah, he is kind of spicy because he didn't go to Garden State Comic Fest. Garden State Comic Fest was a lot of fun. It was an incredible weekend. I actually got to go both days. It was a black, as you guys can tell, because I've talked about it a couple of times on the show today.
You've been talking about it for weeks. Like, yes, Garden State. Exactly. 3 weeks. 2 more weeks. 1 week.
I got a can of Pringles.
Nice.
Yeah, he did get a can of Pringles.
What flavor?
Original. With
right.
with July 4th themes on the can. I felt so American.
Oh, you got one of the special new cans. Okay.
Oh.
I felt American.
Because I'm contrary obligated to this.
Oh my goodness.
Folks, the Son of Saint is an amazing artist. Go hire him. Get him to make a beautiful cover for your comic
Or
book.
movie posters. He does movie posters too.
He does movie posters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He does
Angel
Hawaiian
is
shirt
a
wraps
jack of
too.
all trades. And I love doing the when worlds collide with him. It was so much fun.
He made a design for my light up in the dark Skechers, and they look so cool when I stomp on them and they turn on.
Did they also make dinosaur sounds?
Rawr.
No, they make Son of Saint screaming sounds.
All right.
I can actually see that. I feel like that's not even a joke. Ah!
It's like a Wilhelm scream, but it like fades in the beginning and gets louder at the end.
That is a very specific scream.
There you go, Angel. Our guest is giving you props. See?
Raw.
It's raw, man.
No, it's like.
Oh, my ears did not need that.
Woo!
Goodbye, hearing. I didn't need you anyway.
I mean, in all honesty, do you really need your hearing?
I wasn't using it. It's fine.
I mean, I tune you out anyway, so yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, but like it also saves you from listening to the gunshots outside.
No, those are fireworks. No, they're gunshots.
Was that a Bronx?
I was about to say.
Oh, it's a
It's-
New York joke.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that
okay.
time of year where we're just hearing explosions outside and playing. Is that gunshots or fireworks?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
it was
okay.
fun at Brooklyn Comic Con because they had a wrestling ring inside the con,
Oh
and
yeah.
every time a body slam happened, it sounded like a gunshot.
Oh my god, did everybody
and the
just
only
like
way
duck?
to tell was if like you could hear people screaming out of joy or if people were getting panicked.
What's the difference?
Yeah!
No, it all sounds like despair to me.
Despair.
Despair.
It's fine. How was Nat? How was Brooklyn Comic Con?
Oh, we had a blast
That
at
was
Brooklyn
fun.
Comic Con.
That's awesome.
They have a
Yeah,
good.
it was a lot of fun. It was so much cosplay. It's a great cosplay show. But
Nice.
when we were talking to the vendors were actually happy and they actually did well. That's always
Oh,
good. That's
cool.
always good to hear.
That's what
That
I'm
is
talking
good to hear.
I almost tabled this year, but I'll probably wait till next year. But it's a show I've really wanted to do for a while.
It's a lot of fun. It is a great networking show.
It's a party con. It is like a straight up
it's
party
totally
con.
a party.
Oh yes.
Dude, there's a red carpet where the freaking cosplayers come up and down, and it's right there in the vendor.
That's cool.
Oh man, what are we talking about now? If you're from Brooklyn, you don't react. You mind your
The gunshot.
No, that's true.
That's so
That's
true. Oh my god.
That is true.
Because he goes, no one reacted. Stop lying.
You just keep walking. You're like, if you heard it, that means it didn't hit you, so you're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesse, we need your IG,
Oh yeah, IG is
and then we also need your social security number and the 3 numbers on the back of your.
I was
credit
waiting for
card.
what else Matt was going to add to that.
Mother's maiden name, the street you grew up
Address.
on, your first pet's name, you know, the whole shebang.
Oh, that actually, the first pet's name could gain you access to a lot of things. So we're not
Oh.
telling.
Oh. Okay.
It's also the other IG is this one.
Yeah, look, Son of Saint jumped right into it.
Yeah.
There you go. It's Art Comics, dude. He has a great site. Go check it out, and you can see more of this beautiful stuff over here, which I'll show off again because it just looks fantastic. Folks, you should be supporting this comic. It looks really good. You know what? We're gonna show off this little video because I can see that a bunch of people just showed up to the show right now.
Yeah, it's mad late.
you
What's
see,
going
you
on?
see, Ralph, you need to make the show later.
No.
Oh
You
my
go
God.
back to
No,
the good
we
old
tried
11:30.
11:30. We tried 11:30, and
We
all
need
I
to
did
go
was
back
make
to
me-
11:30.
No, because by 12:30 I'm like hallucinating. I'm an old man in the body of a middle-aged woman. I can't handle staying up this late. See, I can't even talk right now.
I'm an
Interesting.
old
That's
man
probably-
in the body of an old man. So there.
That's even worse.
That works.
Oof.
All right, folks, I'll show you this beautiful video because you guys, I care about you. You're seen. I saw that you just all showed up to the show, so I'll give you some content. Here we go.
As a treat.
Jesse, just so you
Humanity
know,
resurfaces
you're not Unk.
to a new dawn. Brave explorers called Terra Divers scour the snowy wasteland for ancient halon crystals, powerful stones that keep their village alive. But when Ash unearths Eden, a girl from a forgotten civilization, they must now race against the secret society to unveil the truth of what their world has become before Eden's past is erased forever. Welcome to Ashes of Eden. Hi, I'm Jesse Judy, writer and creator of Ashes of Eden, the post-apocalyptic comic book journey about a boy and a girl who stand up for what's right, even when they're told that they're wrong. If you've ever questioned your beliefs, sought truth, and found yourself on the other side of that, this book's for you. I wrote Ashes of Eden to create more mindful heroes that unveil hidden wisdom as a reminder that the answers we seek are already within us. Think Indiana Jones meets Mega Man with a globetrot across world mythology. After 3 epic years as a webcomic, Ashes of Eden comes to life in 28 pages of glossy glory. Now, we're funding a print run of 1,000 copies or more. So why Kickstarter? Well, great news. The book is 100% complete, successfully test printed, and acclaimed at conventions like Anime NYC and Anime Expo LA. But the biggest question I get is still, Jesse, how do I get a copy if I can't make it to conventions? Well, that is why I've come to Kickstarter. I've put a lot of skin into the game, and now I'm calling on you to join the journey with your pledge. Backer-only rewards include a copy before it ever sells at shows, the revolutionary NFC Halon Crystal that you gotta check out. I'll include another video down below with the campaign because it's really special. Insane exclusive stretch goals like be in the book, and even retail rewards to get us in stores. With your help, I'm going to make my goal a reality and get Ashes of Eden to more readers than ever before. Thank you so much for joining me on my creative journey and for checking out this special presentation. Ashes of Eden is happening, and it's even cooler because of your support. Back your favorite reward, and I'll see you on the other side.
Told you, great video, folks. He explains it really well. You get a gist for everything that's going on, and it's a fun video.
Thanks, man. I had fun making it. I hope that rang through.
Son of Saint says he does have a problem because he goes, you know what? I'm questioning the need for all those screens because I'm hating.
Yeah, I'm also insanely jealous of how many screens you have.
Dude, man, the setup you have. Just as someone who loves radio and doing voiceovers, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Well, it's like each screen has one of those jobs. Like one is film editing, one is like voiceover stuff or like Adobe Audition. Another one is like the actual screen I'm drawing on. And then you got to have another screen for anime playing. So they're all being used.
I'm doing rookie numbers. I only have 2. I need to step up my screen game.
Gotcha.
I got 2 screens, and that's now because of the new computer.
By the way, Mata, he's finally using it after 6 months. He's finally using it.
I've been using this computer for 2 weeks now.
I haven't been here for 2 weeks.
Oh man. All right, so you newcomers that showed up like really late. Are you happy? Did you give you enough content? I don't think so because they keep showing up.
How many people are coming in? It's like
Anime NYC.
Anime NYC. Wait, Jesse, are you doing Anime NYC?
This year, I'm still waiting to hear back if we got a booth.
Don't worry, I'm still waiting to hear back if we got press.
They're in August, right? So
Yes.
they're cutting it really close.
Yeah,
They did
they do that. They do that.
We found out only 4 weeks before the show up last year, and I was like, "Come on, guys!"
Yeah,
But
I would have a heart attack.
we consider that our home show, so like we have a lot of love for Anime NYC. So you know they're trying to get new things involved every year.
As you can tell by the beginning, by our beautiful beginning, we love anime.
Yeah, no, it's true. That was cool to see their logo pop up. And then this year we're switching over to late summer, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes.
Was that when I first met you? It was an Anime NYC, right?
No, you and I actually met because of our mutual friends at Negative Space.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I know what you're talking. I know what we're talking. Okay,
Yeah, there's a.
I don't
there's
know
a-
what we're talking about.
They were doing a signing at Forbidden Planet, and like getting
Yeah.
people just. I think it was more of like an awareness campaign.
Yeah,
They're
trying
hold a
to
lot
get
of
the
content.
name and the word out there. Trying to
Yeah.
showcase what they do and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
this is a
you-
Ralph thing then.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
were there reporting on it, and then
Mhm.
you and I talked, and we're like, oh, I
That
like
was a
you.
great conversation. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we changed information. Yeah, now I'm remembering all this. All this stuff starts to meld together.
This was like 2 or 3 years ago.
It's been a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm happy that I have you on my emails because you disappeared off my Instagram for a while.
That's so weird.
Now that I did all this stuff and I tagged you and all this stuff, all of a sudden your Instagram is showing up, and I'm like, this is stupid.
The algorithm makes no sense.
None. No, it's so unhelpful. It's so like people that are trying to get stuff out.
Yeah.
Out there.
And
You
it's
never
funny
know who's
because
seeing it.
yeah, you're on my follow list, so you figure you'd be one of the stuff I see instead of all the other stuff that I see.
Gotcha. Well, get prepared for a lot of like neon.
You say
I'm from
that
the
like it's a bad
80s,
thing.
so- I'm from the 80s. I don't think that's a bad thing. I was
Yeah,
there.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh yeah, I was there the first time it happened.
I like Tron.
that are neon, so I think I still have them.
No, we got to bring it back, baby. We got to bring it back.
Agreed.
Oh,
Bring back Tron.
yeah.
Bring back,
see, Tron, man, yeah.
please.
There's a new Tron movie coming soon.
Yeah.
Matt said, "What?"
What?
I hear good things. I
The,
hear
I'm
the
hearing
last
good
thing,
things
the
about
last
it.
thing I heard was like when they cut short Uprising, and I was devastated.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
hurt. That hit.
Yeah. But folks, there's another one coming, so let's see what they do with it.
Hopefully they don't run it into the ground.
Well, we've been like Jesse said, I've actually been hearing good stuff about it. I gotta say, folks, and I know I've mentioned this before because I've been doing this press thing for so long. I get a lot of spoilers. I get a lot of information that I shouldn't be having in the first place, and it's a lot of stuff to keep in my head that I can't say. So, yeah, I get all these weird little messages and emails, and hey, by the way, Ralph. So yeah,
Blessing and a curse.
The cat beckons you, Mata.
Yeah, you see him. He's wagging his tail. He's like,
see,
Oh,
Matta's
yeah.
cat is what tells us if it's time to go. And folks, because Matta's cat has told us it is time. To go.
You're stopping the train. This is when everybody's coming in.
Yeah, they are because
Right.
we're up by about another 5 people.
I told you, once you hit that 2-hour mark is when you start
Oh,
seeing that
oh.
massive spike.
I am happy that we didn't leave yet because next week on the Writ, we're gonna join up with our pals from Shadowmare Comics, and we're gonna try to do something different. We're doing a collab, and we're gonna start the show. It's gonna be a joint show. We're gonna be streaming with the guys from Shadowmare.
like a show with joints.
That's something else. That's a whole other project.
Okay, sorry.
So they're gonna be. We're both gonna be on the show. We're gonna start early. If I think he said 8:00, and we're gonna be streaming from because he does his show on Wednesdays. So it's gonna be a joint show with both organizations from 8:00 to 10:30. Let's see how that works out.
Oof.
To 10:30? Man.
Well,
Hey,
it'll
guys.
actually be after that, because he says his show usually goes 3 hours.
Because that's how that after the it's like 1:40 you start getting your massive peak, and it keeps rising as you keep.
Yes,
moving.
as I can see right now.
I've been telling you this for years.
Hey, but look, man! All these people come on later on, and I go rewatch the show, folks.
I'm telling you, no, nobody goes and rewatches streams. Very
See,
few
but that's the
people
funny
rewatch
because
streams.
we have a full audience of rewatch people.
Okay, cool.
All
Yeah.
I know is I'm old and tired and I need to sleep.
Exactly.
You need to use more hip lingo.
No.
You need to
That
be
won't
you're
work.
all skibbity.
That won't work. That just be like their parents trying to be cool. And
Oh,
I'm
God.
not-
yeah,
you need to be you gotta be like, are you skibbity? You got that
Wait.
2000
We got to go back to the
yacht.
90s lingo. I can do that.
You got that?
I didn't even
yacht.
do 90s lingo in the 90s.
Yeah,
No.
Do you mew?
me neither.
Do you mew?
I'm not even gonna answer that.
You know what, folks? With that,
I
I will do what
edge.
we do here.
I
I
on
need
the
to
so
just,
show.
I just
hard
need to
that
turn into
I
a bat and
need
just
to
hang
go.
upside down and go to sleep now.
I mog people for a living.
Nice.
Oh my god. Okay, folks, I'll do what we do here on the show. I'll press the button.